Hey everyone, this is Kay, and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel for another collective reading. Today is Thursday, July 18th, 2024, and it's timeless reading, so don't worry, whenever you watch it, it'll be perfectly timed for you whenever you get to it. So I just want to say that it's lovely to be here with you guys again today, and I hope you're going to enjoy the video. And if you do, and you enjoy the content that's on my channel, would you please consider subscribing? It is free, absolutely free, and you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. And liking, sharing, commenting would also be very much appreciated. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to tell another story today, okay, for the collective. And it's going to start with the past energy as usual, but it's going to be something that the collective needs to hear today. What is the story? Starting with the past energy, Archangel Michael. So I'm going to call in Archangel Michael. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being here with me today and for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, light, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards, from the cards that you direct me to pull. Thank you so much. All right, let's get the past energy after we cut. We have the Eight of Cups. That's having walked away from something, right? Walking away from something, but going towards something better. It's always something better. It's never like you're walking away from something and going to something mediocre or worse. You know, it's always better. So whatever is happened in your past that led you to have to make the decision to walk away, you did it. You found your inner strength and your courage to do so. And for that reason, you're walking towards the light of better opportunities, more positive prosperity and abundance and relationships with people, friends, relatives, and lovers, right? You're even co-workers. So whatever your scenario is, that why you've come to this reading, it is something you walked away from that wasn't working for you, that was not for your highest good anymore, and you decided to leave it behind and venture into a brand new reality for yourself. As a result of walking away from that which does not serve you any longer, it means that you're going to be rewarded for your courage and your inner strength to move forward. So you have a lot of reasons to be hopeful and to be optimistic. A lot of reasons for it, because you have opportunities now that are going to open up to you, that the doors have always been open to them, but you just weren't in the vibe to see that vibe, to see the vibration of that door, of that opportunity. You cannot see something until you're ready in that vibration frequency to be able to see those better, more higher opportunities, right? More higher vibe opportunities. So now you are. In the past, you walked away. What's your current energy in the present day? The Hierophant. Wow. Okay. Wow. You are either studying, like you walked away and you're doing your research, or you're going back to school. You're seeking knowledge in order to bring wisdom into your mental and emotional bodies. You're reaching up, and this could even be seeking God, the Hierophant, seeking the enlightenment of the divine to enlighten you so that you become wiser and more discerning yourself. It's one thing to be knowledgeable, but it's another thing to be wise. Wisdom generally comes from living your life and having experienced many, many things. So usually in your golden years, you're considered wise, maybe, right? But you have the wisdom of the divine is another thing too. So when you're smart and you have intellectual acumen, that just means that you're very knowledgeable about everything. It might be everything, or it might be just a specific thing that you have you are an expert on or whatever, that's of the 3D dimension, the third dimension of physical manifestation and lower densities. The wisdom of the divine is from fifth dimension, from spirit, and it's the truth. The fifth dimension and higher is the truth, holds the truth and the key to our freedom, really, but the truth of who we really are. And when you receive those kind of downloads of information, like the Hierophant, as to why they're sitting in an authoritative position, is because they are open to receiving the truth, and they will share it. They will share their knowledge with others. And this is what the energy that you're sitting in, is that you've walked away from some situations, some person, something, maybe both a situation and a person. And so you are now sitting in a much wiser energy because you've taken that step to free yourself from something that was no longer working for you, it just wasn't serving you in any way. And other than to help you grow, to become stronger, internally courageous enough to say, I can't do this anymore. It's not getting me anywhere, and I just might as well beat my head on a brick wall. That's about as painful, if not more. So because of that, it's saying that you have wised up, and you're now more in you're the authority of your life. You're the authority, the one and only authority of your life now, because you chose not to let anyone else be pulling your strings or dictating how you're going to feel from one moment or one day to the next. Someone just doesn't have that control over you anymore. The job doesn't have that control over you anymore. Any circumstances, families or friends that really, they could be enemies, and if they're not really maybe friends, but they're anyone or anything that's got control over you. You've freed yourself from it, so you have wised up, and you're in a higher vibratory frequency now because you took a leap of faith, basically, to walk away. Just that the fool is not here, but it could be. If I were to clarify it with my little guys over here, I'd probably come up with a fool. But you took a leap of faith to leave that and step out onto the ledge and say, infuse me, enlighten me with the wisdom that takes to have made that courageous step to stop whatever it was that I was engaged in before with someone or something. Perfect. So let's find out what your energy is in this situation. 6 of Swords, yeah. Balanced, because you got 3 and 3. The swords are the nuggets of wisdom that you gained from the adversities, challenges, and obstacles that you were facing when you were still sitting in energy of not making a decision to let it go. Yeah. If you're still hanging on to someone or something, you were still facing like uncertainties, you're facing possible emotional letdown or dissatisfaction and maybe even anger, whatever it was that whenever you were holding on to it, you were having those kinds of experiences. But when you let it go, it's having that trust and the faith that there's got to be something better than this. There's got to be something better than this, so I need to let go and walk away from this. And then you become that wise individual in your own authority. And you might be seeking authoritative type authority, from others, like a counselor if you needed to, God, of course, your spirit guides, angels, possibly. If it's a job situation, you might be going to your manager or the CEO of the corporation. Maybe it's money and you're going to a finance planner or investment guru, for a portfolio and all that sort of stuff. But in any case, you've moved from the rough, emotional waters that you were in over here to calmer waters, and you're balanced. Having taken all the hits, the wisdom, the downloads, the hits of wisdom, the nuggets of wisdom that you gained from having this situation, this time spent in adversity, those challenges and obstacles, you've overcome them. That's wonderful. So what's the situation? Energy. 9 of Cups. Wow. That's wish fulfillment, guys, right? That is wish fulfillment. You're moving from, having to walk away and say goodbye, like stopping something. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop waiting. I'm going to stop sitting in this employment position. I'm going to stop letting my money slip through my fingers. Whatever it is, you stopped it, right? So now you've got a wish fulfillment. It's a wish fulfillment scenario for you. The situation that you're wising up to, you're going to be moving towards as the calmer waters, is more emotional fulfillment, because cups are the emotions, right? And 6 of Swords is that you're going to be thinking a lot more clearly because you're balanced and you've got some wisdom behind you. And so now you're in this energy of you have the opportunity to be in a wish fulfillment. This is your situation now. You're going to, whatever you're doing, moving towards, because you left something that wasn't serving you anymore, you're moving to something that's going to serve you well, going to serve you very well. What's the energy between you and the situation? The 2 of Wands. Yeah. So, you always have the choice, right? You're possibly you're sitting at a crossroads maybe. Should I take this path of fun and excitement, enlightenment and good things and good times, or should I take this path of fun and excitement, good times and good things? I mean, you have opportunities, you have options, 2 different paths. Like I said, when you leave something behind that's no longer serving you, it's about you always walking towards something that is serving you, walking into the light. So you've got at least two paths to go, whether it's going to be with this really great person that you have your eye on, or with that really great person that you have your eye on. You've got options. You've got 2 paths, and so you're at crossroads at the moment. Sitting in this calm and emotional, feeling more emotional, calmer, settled, contented, knowing that there's good things about in this situation now that I'm in. This is looking up. It's only up from here, kind of thing. Yeah, you're going to still have bumps and molehills to jump over, but they won't be mountains and they won't be catastrophes. Of course, people are going to die in your life, I mean, that's always going to be something that's going to bring you down, possibly immediately, emotionally, but being as strong as you are now, you do your mourning, grieving, and but you keep looking towards the future of things. As soon as I can get my emotions back into balance again from having lost someone really important to me, life is still there. This whole energy of wish fulfillment is still there at my calling. It's just wonderful. It's beautiful. It's a great place to be. And so what is the outcome, the potential outcome for this situation? The King of Swords. Let's see here. We've got the Moon, and there's the 10 of Wands. Dang, that 10 of Wands keeps coming out. But that's okay, because 10 is the end, remember? 10 is the end. King of Swords. So this is about maybe drawing up a contract kind of thing. It is documents and paperwork. King of Swords is documents and paperwork, logistics and legalities, and just having a strategy and being strategic, but you know, again, it's kind of like the situation we talked about the other day, where it's not going to reveal itself, because, you know, what fun is a journey when it reveals its whole self right at the very beginning. What fun. It's not a mystery then. You know, like even before you begin, you already know how it's going to end. Yeah, we do think things like, you know, this is what I'd like to experience. This is the goal I'd like to have or reach. And so in our mind's eye and just in our thoughts, we fantasize about what it would look like. You know, we use our imagination to figure out what it would look like. That's what we think it would be a great outcome. But you know, the divine always has a different outcome, but it's way better than we could even imagine. We'd be so happy thinking that the divine has brought us our goal, our outcome in a way that is just so much more amazing than how we could have ever thought about it on our own. So being divinely lit up, right? The divine is going to cloak this journey in, you know, in shadow, in the sense that you can't see clearly your way forward. But that's only, like yesterday I said, that's only to keep you, to make sure you're still awake. Make sure you're still tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, right? To the divine within you, your inner strength. So it's going to have some, you know, a few minor obstacles and challenges, because the major obstacles and challenges in your life, you've, like, especially when you said this, at this point in time, when you put that away, that was a major obstacle for you, major challenge for you. You being brave enough to do that and walk away, you become enlightened, an authority of your own, and you know, you're being rewarded for this, for that courage of doing what was right for you, not doing what was right for the relationship, for the employer, or for someone else. It was doing what was right for you. And you know, the divine is all around you, going like this, clapping and honoring you. And so you have options, paths to go, and it's all about wish fulfillment. Is whatever you can think of would be a great, you know, you have a desire, or two, or three, whatever you think that is. Consider that's a possibility, that's one of those things, one of those paths right there. But you're going to be strategic about this, because keep tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to the divine. They're going to help you strategize. The divine is going to help you strategize. When I say they, it's like of course, it's your soul, your highest self. It's your spirit guides and your guardian angels, and not to mention passed over relatives like ancestors and you know, friends and whatever passed over that are also all around you all the time. But it's could be some higher forces like masters like Jesus or the Buddha or whoever, you know, that you consider a master, the Muhammad, whatever. So you might have, like, let's say I'm a mental health counselor. Let's say there are experts across the veil, you know, who have been, you know, really, really good or high profile counselors or therapists, whatever they would be referred to as, like Carl Jung, Freud, whatever his name, Freud, Sigmund Freud, yes, and anyone. But I won't waste your time. But there'll be other experts in this field around me in spirit that are going to be helping me do my work in that field, and it's the same for you, same for everybody. Okay, so you can always tune in, tap into those spiritual forces of light So anyways, you are still going to have molehills and bumps, like speed bumps along the way. They're not going to be mountains and closed doors. You know, they're going to be molehills, challenges. But they're ending anything that might be bringing with you, because there might be still one or two emotional strings of attachment still to this situation or this person over here, that you're going to want to try and identify and heal. Give it to God to God, saying that I don't know what else to do about this. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I'm leaving that behind. I want this brand new wish fulfillment life. Here, please take it, and see yourself taking it, like whatever it might be, anything, and putting it into God's hand, right? And letting it go, and that's it. You've done it. You may have to do it one or two other times just to make sure that you really are releasing yourself, asking Archangel Michael to cut the cord of that emotional string of attachment to that. You might need to do that a few times, and just to have trust excuse me, and faith that you're releasing yourself from that completely and healing, because then your path is it's no longer going to be of the moon, it's going to be of the sun. So no more fears or uncertainties or not having the clarity you need. Things are not going to be in the shadow for you. They'll be out there for you to be able to make that decision and be quite discerning. So this is you putting your trust and faith and moving forward and with clarity, seeking the truth. The truth seeker is the King of Swords. Making sure that you're strategizing and always checking in with the divine to see, like through times of silence, right? Times of being quiet and silent, whether praying or meditation, whatever your practice might be even yoga. Whatever it is where you can connect with the divinity through a quiet mind, then you'll be able to hear, or at least get the sense or feel that there's something that you could do right now. And that's the inspiration that you're being injected with from the divine, from spirit, okay, to do this next step, because it's a strategy, right? So you're strategizing. So it's all good. You've got something really great to look forward to, maybe more than one thing at this present time or very near future, right? Because you've got two paths here. And these two paths, it's not about choosing one way or the other. It's the energy of you moving into the calmer waters with a wish fulfillment at hand, and you get to choose which wish fulfillment you'd like to navigate to. Right here, strategizing, planning to follow at this time. So Archangel Michael, this is another beautiful reading for our collective. Thank you so much. Would you please give us a card or two of inspiration, advice, and let's see, inspiration, advice, and I got my cards upside down. Many paths. It's just what I said, right? May probably be more than two paths. So let's do this one. The staff. Okay. That one I thought was a giraffe, but it's not. Yeah, it's a cow's head or something on a staff, like pole or whatever. But anyways, number 34, that number 34 I always associate with the Holy Spirit. Why? I can't tell you. It's a secret. So 34, many paths. The essence is all paths lead to spirit. They all do, right? Back to who we really are. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Well, yours is wisdom right here. Okay, this is what your path is. Maybe that's the decision too, is that I can't see you wanting to choose, and it's kind of a no-brainer to say, well, you can choose to go back to not being so wise, back into this kind of life, or choose to go forward. It all depends where you're at, I guess, but I would say that you're feeling pretty good, pretty calm, and wisened up now, that you're just looking to the future for wish fulfillment. And so there's more than one path for that. Consider the traveler who met two stone masons. He asks one what he was doing, and the mason replies, I am squaring out this stone. He asks the other, who is doing this exact same thing, and gets the reply, I am building a cathedral. One man has a job, while the other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with a heart. The invitation is you call now. Your call now is to take a big, bold step. It is the King of Swords, okay? Evolved. Big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Yep, they sure are. I see it all over the place for you. I mean, this is all just very, very positive. You know, of course, burdens, but a 10 is the end of them. Okay, you can't have 11 burdens on you. Do not dally lest you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. Yes, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I say this is both the path on the material world plane, but also your journey through the stars right here. Your fingertips, quite literally at your fingertips. The staff is number 51. The essence. The staff is the symbol of authority. It holds the power to temper extremes. The staff helps you find the right course of action. Right here, right? This with the King of Swords. Right course of action. Strategy. Excuse me. The way of the middle. And aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in the direction. This is your balance. Remember, 6 of Swords? Moses carried a serpent staff through the desert, and with it he could summon the power of nature to heal or call plagues. The staff reminds you of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority, right here, must come from your deep longing to serve. Serve the highest good, which is serving your highest good, okay? That's your calling, is your purpose is to reach for the highest, you know, your highest good, which ultimately becomes the highest good of all. So the invitation for the staff is you know how to flow easily between polarities, how to weigh all possibilities and instinctively select the right path. I mean, this is the King of Swords stuff here. Trust your inner wisdom right here. And take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked right here on. Use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided. To find, here, this is like divided two different paths, right? Use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided. To find that delicate balance, again, between will and surrender. You willed yourself away from a situation that was not of your highest calling, okay? It was no longer, you know, good for you. And you surrendered to needing to hang on to it. You actually let it go, and you've wised up as a result. Your own authority, and now you're in those calmer waters looking at wish fulfillment all around with more than one path, many paths here. Being strategic and following, you know, your truth, right? Even though it's still going to have moments of unclarity, if that's such a word, unclarity, uncertainties, and a few molehills and speed bumps along the way to navigate, but easy peasy compared to where you've been, right? So guys, I hope that was helpful to you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.